Raise your seat. All you want to do is check that you can push that to the floor comfortably. If you have to stretch, you are not comfortable. There you go. Make sure you're adjusted. Check your mirrors. Make sure your mirrors, you can see down both sides of your trailer evenly. Get your truck situated. Make sure your steering wheel is where it needs to be. You want to make sure you're comfortable before you even start. Then, turn your power on. Look at your gauge. At the DMV, most of us that take the trucks to the DMV will make sure that this is under 100 PSI for you. When you get in, the truck will be set up for you. But if it's not, drop it. Okay? Once you do that, now you can start. I will begin my air brake systems test. I will make sure that my oil pressure rises within 3 to 5 seconds. If it doesn't, I'll turn my engine off immediately. I'll be using my primary gauge for all my tests, and I will begin all my tests with maximum air pressure. Then you do a safe start. Make sure you're neutral, just spring it over. Clutch. Start your truck. Check it again. Let off the clutch. My oil pressure rose within 3 to 5 seconds. I will now build to maximum air pressure before I begin my first test. And rev it up to about 1100 RPMs and hold it there. You should notice your needles start to rise. That means your governor's working, your air compressor's working. Okay, so my governor has cut out at 125 PSI. I know this because my needle has stopped rising. First test I'll perform is my applied brakes test. I'm going to get set up for it, clutch in, put it in a low gear. If it doesn't go in, if it fights you, ease off the clutch a little bit, it'll slip right in. Then, turn your engine off. Let off the clutch, turn the power back on, and release your brakes. Got your tractor brake, trailer brake. And while that needle's dropping, get a timer ready on your phone. Watch however you want to do it for 1 minute, but don't start it yet. Okay. I will apply and hold my brake for 1 minute, and I cannot lose more than 4 PSI for this combination of tractor trailer. Press and hold firmly. Wait for your needle to settle again. Check your gauge. My needle has stabilized. My primary gauge reads 88 PSI. My minute starts now. Dropped a little bit. And this is all awkward silence. My minute has ended. My primary gauge reads 85 PSI. I've had 3 PSI air loss. Okay. The next test I will perform is my low air warning test. A low air warning light and or buzzer must come on no lower than 55 PSI. And the way I tell people to do this, pump it once, take your foot completely off the brake. Do it slowly so you can catch them. See, there was my warning. My low air warning light and buzzer came on at 78 PSI. Next test I'll perform is my spring brake pop-out test. My tractor parking brake, trailer air supply valves must pop out between 20 and 45 PSI. And then just pop. So both of my valves popped out at 21 PSI. This concludes my air brake systems test. The next test I'll perform is my tractor trailer tug test. I need to build back to maximum air pressure. Meanwhile, I'll perform my in-cab pre-trip inspection. Now you can touch them. Make sure you're neutral. Safe start. Okay. All my mirrors, right to left, securely mounted, not cracked, clean, and adjusted to me. My windshield is securely mounted, not cracked, clean, and no illegal stickers. My windshield wipers and washers, arms and blades, securely mounted to the proper tension, no crack, broken, or missing pieces, and they both work properly. Demonstrate. Okay, so my gauges, they're secure. No crack, broken, or missing lenses. They're working properly in normal range. My oil pressure reads between 40 and 60 psi. My water temperature 180 to 200 degrees. My voltmeter between 12 and 14 volts. And my DEF indicator is working properly. There's no less than 1/8 of a tank remaining. I go from there to my headlights. My low beams, high beams, left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers working properly. My heater and defroster, no crack, broken, or missing control knobs in both my heater and defroster, working properly. Heater and defroster, working properly. You go from there to your city horn. There. Air horn, working properly. My seat belts, driver and passenger side. There are no cuts, no tears, they latch and unlatch properly. Give a good tug. My safety equipment. Make sure they have a fire extinguisher, securely mounted, fully charged, up to date with no less than 10 BC. 3 reflective safety triangles, 6 fusees or 3 liquid burning flares, all in good condition, and a spare fuse assortment for my operating systems. This is where I recommend that you ask for a moment to reflect so you can make sure you didn't miss anything. There are 9 things on your in-cab pre-trip. Check them, count them off. If you got them all, this concludes my in-cab pre-trip inspection. Before you do anything else, make sure you're at maximum air pressure. When you get fast enough, you will beat that every single time. So just rev it up. You don't have to say nothing to the examiner. Just bring your air pressure up. Test I perform is my tractor trailer tug test, and I'll start with my tractor brake. Put it in gear, press any red valve, ease off the clutch till you feel the tug. Okay, my tractor brake held, and I will now test my trailer brake. Pull one, press the other, same thing. My trailer did not hold, I will check it, and we'll say it did. My trailer held. This concludes my tractor trailer tug test. The next test I'll perform is my service brake test. Leave it like it is. Pressing the red valve. About 10 feet or so forward. Clutch. Brake. Pull your valves. Put it in neutral. Take your feet off the pedals. My service brakes are working properly. I know this because my tractor did not pull to the left or to the right. This concludes my service brake test. And that's your air brakes. What?
No, the same thing as his camera turned off, Mike's camera turned off earlier. It's alright.
I'm the only one perfect one.